I'm Janine Sardo from Louis Armstrong Middle School, and I'm here today to give you your first invite to Flip Learning Classroom. The Flip Learning Classroom is a new way for you guys at home to learn instead of coming into class and listening to a boring lecture. So today's going to be your first experience. Take a minute or two to go grab your friends and your family so they can join us on the ride. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the learning target, which is right here. And you're going to need to copy that down somewhere. And I'll give you a few seconds to do that. So I already explained a little bit about flipped learning. Basically, what it is that you watch videos at home and then you come in and get to interact with your peers and me, of course. And there's no longer sitting in the seat, looking around the room and getting bored. So today is going to be the first time you engage in that. And that brings us to the second learning target, which is, I can determine the characteristics of a two-voice poem. So remember yesterday I gave you this great two-voice poem? Well, today we're going to be reading it. So the first thing I want you to do is to number the poem, just like I have it. And you read it from left to right. So again, take a few minutes to number your poem if you haven't done so already. And feel free to take any notes you would like during the poem. Okay, so for your pre-assessment, guys, I know we do this in class a lot, but now you're going to do it at home. You're going to look at these questions and just answer a few of them after I read it to you. So you're going to make connections. What do you think about when you're reading the poem? Does this remind you of culture? It doesn't have anything to do with Dragon Wings, which is the central text we're reading. So take a look at the questions, get your pens ready, and get your ears ready because you're going to be listening to two-voice poetry, which is so cool. Okay, so get your poems ready at home, and I'm going to begin. So the title is Speak Up by Janet S. Wong. You're Korean, aren't you?
Yes.
Why don't you speak Korean?
Just don't, I guess.
Say something Korean.
I don't speak it. I can't.
Come on, say something.
Halmoni, grandmother. Haraboji, grandfather. Imo, aunt.
Say some other stuff. Sounds funny. Sounds strange.
Hey, let's listen to you for a change.
Listen to me?
Say some foreign words.
But I'm American, can't you see?
Your family came from somewhere else sometime.
But I was born here.
So was I.
Wow, that's a pretty heavy poem. So when you come to class tomorrow, you're going to bring these pre-assessment questions, but now I want you to reread the poem independently. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be picking 2 out of the 4 questions to answer on your own. And when you finish that, we'll come into class tomorrow and we'll have a real discussion about the two-voice poetry. And just so you know, I didn't write this poem. It came from this great book titled Reading Poetry in the Middle Grades, so you're more than welcome to take a look. Before I let you go, I just want to review the assessment. So you pick 2 out of the 4 questions. It's about tension, the protagonist in the poem, the antagonist, how is this poem dramatic, and think about the speaker's tone. And if you don't know what those vocabulary words are that we reviewed earlier this week, I gave you an entire list. So do yourself a favor, get acquainted with the questions and the vocabulary list, and have a great time doing it. And I'll see you tomorrow for our first chance at flipped learning. Bye now.